the last thing that we do is touch grass. But you know what we do? The first thing that I mentioned, play Brawlhalla. Luna, Pugsy, after an hour, ready to go. It's time.
And it looks like we are ready. Luna on the Dawsim, Pugsy on the crossover, Wess on the Orion, and VecinaA on the crossover too.
And it's already 2 1v1s. They've already split up a little tiny bit. VecinaA going to be getting back in there. Tries to go through the ground pound. Not going to be able to find it though, but starting up a bit of a juggle.
Yeah, 100%. VecinaA so far barely even been hit. This is a great start for Wess and VecinaA. Wess obviously getting damaged a little bit more. Nice instinct coming out. That's almost the 2v2 combo. That could have been big.
Oh, for sure. Right now, Wess trying to find this opening, but Luna jumping on in. Whenever the gauntlet is above you, you know they want one thing. They want that neutral. They want that downer. And they're ready to get so much damage targeted. But right now, everybody's just taking hits. They're scrapping a lot. You know, they're just getting a feel of each other in this game one, in the beginning of game one.
Yeah, 100%. There was a lot of instances where there was the possibility for pop-off moments, but we haven't really, you know, we haven't gone there yet. Pugsy though, good showing here on the sword. Not going to be able to KO Wess though. That's looking like Wess is going to be able to turn that around, and Pugsy's not going to make it back either. There it is.
Oh, but that save from Wess was excellent. VecinaA didn't have to go out there.
My heart kind of jumped there. I'm not going to lie. That
if VecinaA had lost their stock for that, I would have been like, damn, that sucks. You just got to hold that.
Yeah, so they do have a little bit of a lead in the form of an extra stock here coming onto VecinaA. It is a very damaged stock, but it is a lead indeed, and hey, we'll take it.
It's a very this is like a slow-paced match, right? Like nobody's like making these huge plays. Though Luna's just gonna be cleaning up that stock. Pugsy tries to cover high. Wess gonna be able to successfully recover down. Tries to find a way to be able to land. Does so. And VecinaA is so aggressive. We talked about this before. The SA players, they're so aggressive.
Yeah, 100%, and they have been doing a very good job at, as you mentioned, we haven't been seeing too many pop-off moments, but you can see that Wess and VecinaA, they are kind of putting themselves at that place where they're able to get stuff like that happen. VecinaA trying to go for that ground pound, Luna trying to reverse it, but VecinaA's going to be able to get back up.
Oh, and Luna just trying to set up a bit of a sandwich here. Dodging beautiful sailor to come back down. Luna going to be focusing on Wess here. Commits a little bit too much to that side sig, but that does not matter. VecinaA off stage, no weapon. Wess acting as a bit of a body block, just saying, hit me instead. Leave my teammate alone.
Yeah, Wess definitely having a bit of a tough time here, but they're going to be able to find that KO. VecinaA is going to be soon to follow, though. This is a little bit scary for Wess, I'm not going to lie. Wess
is stalling as much as possible, and VecinaA gets in there. Just even the threat of the GC downlight was like, okay, that's enough.
Luna.
But what a spike!
That's it for VecinaA. Yeah, there's no way. Oh, they're going to mess up that 2v2 combo, but they definitely, you know, they have the stocks, they have the HP. Yeah, it's no problem.
And they got those spikes.
Yeah, Luna's going to be taking them out there. Getting the first game of the set. Great start.
So I don't feel like any huge, super, like, amazing plays we made. It was just everybody playing really consistent, really solid. I will say this. We always talk about this whenever we have South America playing. They're a little bit more aggressive. We saw this with the amount of times that VecinaA went out there for the ground pound. I gotta say, if it's not connecting, you know what you've done? You put yourself off stage. You put yourself in a fantastic position to get reversed. And there's a couple of times that VecinaA took a couple of hits out there.
Yeah, 100%. It looks like we are actually already in our second game here, and as far as I can tell, there are no legend swaps across the board. We're on the same map too. They're just running it back.
And Luna chase dodging out the gauntlet off stage at low percent, up to no good.
Oh, Luna!
You cheated.
Oh no, that is absolutely massive. That's going to be VecinaA knocked out in 18 seconds.
And Luna's not done. Luna's consistently out there trying to get that off on Wess as well. Who, if I'm Wess, I'm like, thank God I made it back. I do not want to fight Luna off stage at all. Every time I've seen Luna off stage with gauntlets, a stock is gone.
Yes, 100%. Luna has been looking absolutely lethal with those gauntlets off stage. In general, just Dawsim pick is working out so well. Going out for the Ser 2. Luna, what an amazing showing on how to play Dawsim right now.
Yeah, didn't even let up. Just knew exactly how to be able to execute that finish as well. All of a sudden, we're not even a minute into the game. 3 stocks are gone. Luna just barely in the orange at this point. What is going on?
Luna and Pugsy are having a phenomenal start right now, and it looks like they're just keeping it going right now. Luna is looking confident, and Pugsy is there to back him up as well. Wess and VecinaA are gonna maybe need a little bit of a mental reset. You know, it's gonna be difficult to bounce back from this.
They're coming alive a little bit. I'm surprised that Neutrally actually ended up whiffing. Now Wess, just gonna be falling right into that. Has to find a way to be able to make it back. Beautiful GC and Sig, and Luna keeps going out there for those side Sigs. You can do it. You got a lead. Why not? Press the button. Do it.
Yeah, it is definitely a tough spot right now for Wess and VecinaA, though. Wess almost getting knocked out there. Next recovery should do it for sure. Or a friendly end Sig almost almost does so as well. Luna getting the KO, the true combo. Pugsy tries to follow it up. They're not going to be able to find something.
But Wess just avoided that.
Yeah,
How did
so
Wess
many
avoid that?
hitbox coming out, and then just none of them are connecting.
Yeah, that should like not have happened at all. But Wess going to be cleaning that up with those Orion Sigs. Luna coming back up on there saying, hey, you're not going to take my teammate's stock for free. And all of a sudden, 4-1 stocks, it's time. Combo time, baby. What do you got for us?
Yeah, it doesn't even look like they're going to need that combo. Luna is just trying to, you know, just trying to get all of those options out there. There's just no way that Wess is going to make it back from that. And that is 2-0 on the scoreboard, Dar.
This feels almost like anticlimactic, right? We've waited an hour for the set to happen.
This is really hype. What do you mean? This is not anticlimactic.
They're dominating.
At all.
Yeah, this is absurd. It's okay. So the question is, what can Wess and VecinaA do a little bit better? It just kind of feels like Luna's offstage presence is absurd. Luna and Pugsy, they're not like getting these huge, massive, 2v2, 2v1 combos, but they're just playing solid, steady, consistent. Their positioning is excellent. They're just occupying different spaces, covering different options. It seems so difficult to actually get an opening on them.
Yeah, 100%. Wess and VecinaA, for a very long time, or at least the games that I've seen from them, and just a general rule of thumb for SA players, is that they got a lot of their success from being oppressive and from being very aggressive. But against Pugsy and Luna, it's just not working. It just is playing.
You just saw that. Look what happened. Luna interrupted that cannon string that VecinaA was going for. Halfway, cut that damage short, and if you're not able to play aggressive, what do you actually have left for yourself?
Yeah, no, it looks like they're having a hard time, but to be fair, this is quite even compared to the other games. They have that deficit with Wess now being on their second stock, but other than that, this is not looking all too terrible.
Yeah, right now Wess trying to come in with that sail, just backing off a little bit, trying to play on the back line, not actually able to get anything going. VecinaA going to be hitting his own teammate with that neutral. Luna going all the way up there, dealing so much damage. VecinaA, big hits though.
Nice
That's the next thing.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting option going for that. Now they're both off stage, going to be whiffing that end line, but Luna is going to be able to get back up.
It didn't even feel like Luna and Pugsy were uncomfortable off stage. Even if somebody got hit, the other was there ready to back them up. But hey, they got a stock off. This is the most even that they've had it yet. Can they actually convert this onto Luna as well? Picking up an axe, controlling the ground again, trying to get this juggle on Wess, but you see VecinaA coming in clutch.
Yeah, Wess and VecinaA have definitely been showing more signs of life this game than all the entire sets before that. This is looking super good for them so far. They're just, like maybe not all the way at the finish line. They are struggling a little bit, but I believe in them. They can pull this back. But Luna and Pugsy, they're looking so solid right now.
Yeah, and I gotta say, waiting so long to actually play a set, you might end up getting iced out a little tiny bit. So you just gotta get yourself back into the heat of things. You get the stock off on Luna. Now, you need to go in on Pugsy, but then Luna makes it back on. All of a sudden, anything that you try to get off on Pugsy is not gonna come into fruition. VecinaA wants that spike. They're looking for that spike, and they're not able to find that ground pound.
Yeah, did a great job at out-maneuvering Luna there, actually, to get down to Pugsy, but unfortunately it's not going to lead to much.
Oh, VecinaA keeps committing off stage, keeps going back there over and over again, saying, I am not done. Has it functioned yet? Has it done the job? No, but maybe one of these days.
Maybe one of these days, indeed. Wess and VecinaA still, they're going strong, not taking all too much damage yet. That could be Pugsy going down very soon. Luna taking a Seer to the
Beautiful
face.
coverage.
VecinaA with the nair, nice, and the D-Sig to follow it up. Now a recovery, but Luna with the crazy GCD-like recovery.
Crazy D-Sig, but ended up landing a little bit unsafely. VecinaA was able to catch that landing. Now has to find a way to make it back onto the stage. I like the fact that VecinaA didn't rush to the weapon in case they needed to help out Wess, but that was Wess's last stock. That's VecinaA's second stock. All of a sudden it's 3 stocks to 1 in this 2v1. This is not looking good for VecinaA.
This is not looking good for VecinaA at all. It's a very difficult... I mean, it's difficult to 2v1 against 3 stocks in any circumstance.
It's difficult to 2v1, period.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you know, it doesn't really get easier when you consider the fact that you are fighting Luna and Pugsy.
I like the fact that VecinaA is just like not rushing to maybe try to deny weapons, just focusing on strings, focusing on damage, focusing on keeping the teammates separate, makes it back past that ground pound. How do you actually get back onto the stage? That's one high recovery that's caught, comes back in. Yo.
Henseg now going to be connecting.
Just the classic, like, you know what, we're just making sure you're not setting up any nonsense on the stage.
Exactly, you gotta throw him out. What does the Henseg really do? We don't really know, but hey, we throw him out, it is what it is, it works out, you know? Sayer coming out, that is going to be the KO, and that is 3-0 to Luna and Pugsy, and they're going to be advancing in the bracket, and this is the winner's bracket side of things, I believe. So that means that their opponents are still going to be in the show, they're not out yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So even if it was like technical difficulties a little tiny bit, this was the lowest seed. They were the ones that kind of like technically might have made an upset. In the case of VecinaA and Wess, they might have gotten a little bit cold. They might have gotten a little bit cold with how long they've had to wait, because they were definitely picking things up in that game 3. It might have just been a little bit too late. I wonder if we would have seen a different game. But overall, Luna Pugsy, they played consistent above all else. VecinaA, I think, was a little bit off with the spacing off stage, especially with a lot of the commitment to the ground pound. Ended up putting themselves in a lot of nasty positions. But I really got to give it to VecinaA. By the end of that game 3, you saw the target switching. You saw the patience off stage. You saw how they were just able to dance gently around the enemy. But it was a 2v1. They're not likely. It's a disadvantage for a reason, and you know, tried the best they could.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like one of the staples of Luna's gameplay is that Luna, as far as I know, is like one of the players that are the best when it comes to like mechanical skill.
Yes.
There are so many things where you can outsmart Luna, but when it comes to raw mechanical skill, if he runs to you, he's gonna get the hit first.
Yes, absolutely. Look at the difference in the damage between the two teams. Cumulative 900 versus 800, not so much, but it just... Oh wait, excuse me. That's the next set that's coming up. My sincerest apologies. I thought that was about the previous set. We have Spyrox and Coco going up against Use and Feed. Now, I see Polly jumping on his wooden stand over here next to me. This is an exciting set ahead of us. So I'm going to let you talk about the French lads, but really quick, I want to introduce Use and Fiend, number 4 and 3 in their respective PRs in South America. Fantastic players. They've been teaming together for quite a while. They got first and a double third placement.